Hey guys, today I have a Whirlpool washer and electric dryer set, and right now I've got this one set. We've got it set to regular. Over here on load sides we get to control how much water it's going to use, so I set it to super so we'll get full submersion on those clothes. Temperature set to warm, and our extra rinse and fabric softener options, I just have that turned off. And right now it's filling up. Now this is an HE washer, however, we still get to control how much water it's going to use, but it is going to have that super fast spin at the end, which does an excellent job extracting the water out of those clothes. And having your clothes really light, because this thing spins super fast, is a part of that HE designation. It's going to cut your drying time in half. So now typically the lid would be locked. You see the lock light is on. However, I have an additional one of these locking mechanisms, so I can just stick that in here. It thinks the lid's down, and I can show you what's going on. But when you get this home and plug it in, of course the lid would be locked, and you wouldn't be able to open it up. But it's going to go ahead and fill up with water now. Then it'll start to agitate. So I'm going to come back and show you that it agitates full of water, drains the water out like it's supposed to, and then has a nice, fast, smooth final spin cycle. Then when it's all done, we're going to take those light clothes and throw them in the dryer, and I'm going to show you that the dryer is working perfectly. I always do a video on the last load. I always run 4 loads through, and on that last load, I do a video as if you were standing here yourself, checking it out, making sure everything works perfect. That way you know when you get home, plug it in, it's going to be good to go. So we'll go ahead and let this fill up with water, and we'll come back. Alright, we're getting started now on the wash cycle. It's moved out of the fill. And now this agitator has 3 or 4 different speeds that it can go. And that kind of depends on which one you set it on over here. If you went heavy, it would have a few more, use a few more of those speeds. Regular or light, it's going to probably only use 2 or 3 and get through the load pretty quickly. But as you can see, full submersion on those clothes, and it is doing an excellent job agitating and getting them clean. It's a vortex type section where the clothes get sucked down the middle. They go along the fins on the bottom and they come back up along the wall, and it just does this continuous cycle of getting those clothes clean. Doing an excellent job. So from here, like I said, I'll show you that the water drains out next. Alright, we're moving out of the wash cycle into the rinse cycle, and you can hear it running that drain nice and fast. Of course, it'll drain all the water out, spin to extract that soapy water, fill all the way up with fresh, clean water for the rinse cycle, agitate once again, then it'll drain out onto the final spin cycle, which is what we'll come back for next. Right, and here it is with that rinse spin that I was talking about. Just thought I'd show you the very first spin that it does, extracting that soapy water out there. This one gets going pretty fast too. The spin cycle will spin 2 or 3 times and get faster each time that it spins as the clothes get lighter and lighter. You can hear it running the drain as it spins and extracts the water out. And even on this one, as it kind of self-balances, it's nice and smooth and sounds great. We'll come back for that final spin. Alright, and we're back. Final spin cycle. It's getting started. You can hear the drain running. Nice quiet operation. Smooth and balanced. And I'll put that lid down and show you. Sounds great. And it's got one more time to spin out after this. And then I'm gonna switch over and show you the dryer. Okay, now we've got those clothes cleaned out. You can see nice big capacity on that one there. It's done, good to go. Now we've got the clothes moved over to the electric dryer. So it's not a matching electric dryer, but they are both built by Whirlpool. So down here, nice huge capacity on the dryer. Go ahead and close that up. We're just going to set this on time dry, which is a high heat setting. You've also got a no heat air fluff, which is super delicate. Then you've got a little bit more delicate, or I should say a little less delicate, but a automatic dry low heat for your delicate items. Tons of settings there. Then you have an automatic high heat, so this would be like if you got like a big load of towels or jeans, you could set it on very dry, and it's going to do its thing with wrinkle prevent as well. But for now, we're just going to go 60 minutes time dry. We'll hit start. We just push this in to start it. Your lint trap is right here. Of course, you want to check and change that out before every load. As you can see in here, it sounds great. Now while it's heating up, I'm going to show you that it is in fact heating, tumbling, and all that here in just a second. Right in between those two red dots, it's going to take a surface temperature measurement, so it's about 74 degrees on top of the dryer. If we shine it on the concrete floor down there, it's about the same. But when we open this up, normally there's a difference between the top of the dryer and the concrete floor, but right now there's not. So I'm gonna open this up here in just a sec. You can see everything's tumbling. Now right inside this heating element tube, that's where your heat's gonna come out of. There's plenty of heat coming out of that tube right there. That in turn is gonna heat the inside of your dryer up anywhere from about 95 all the way up to 195. Just depends on what you have that heat setting at. Of course, the longer it runs, the hotter it's gonna get. And we'll set that, turn that back on. We'll let that finish up and go ahead and get these listed up for sale. I really do appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. Like I said, now you know everything on them works perfect. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Thanks, guys. You all have a great day.